All right, Thursday Night Football. Cowboys, Lions. Huge NFC game. Who's going to win? I'm rooting for the Lions. I think they're going to win. And as a Giants fan, I hope the Cowboys lose. Lions have been way worse than we expected this year. I expect them to struggle a little bit without Ben Johnson, but they actually might miss the playoffs, which is kind of nuts. The game was in Dallas. I think I had picked the Cowboys to win. But I would go with the home team in this matchup, kind of regardless of where it was. I would just take the home team. Could be a ton of points scored today. I feel like this is a good fantasy football day. Fantasy football matchup here. Hey, what's up? Whitney Evans and Joseph. How you guys doing? Doing well. Excited for this game. Thursday Night Football sometimes has the potential to be a bad game, but I feel like this one has to be a good game. Oh, Amon-Ra's playing too. I didn't realize there was a question if he was going to play or not, but it says he's in. I guess he did get hurt last week. And it's been a while since we had Thursday Night Football, because Thanksgiving it is Thursday Night Football, but that's like its own thing. So the last time I streamed was that Bills-Texans game on Thursday night, which was an amazing game, actually. Hoping this one is amazing too. What's up, Hunter? Lions need this win, Whitney says. Yeah, but so do the Cowboys. Like, let's be real. The NFC is pretty tight, and whoever loses is gonna have 6 losses. And I was playing with fire this part of the season. Yeah, let me know who you guys think's gonna actually win. Not just who you're rooting for, but who you think's going to win. Hunter says, "Do you remember me? I'm the Dolphins fan." Oh, were you watching that Dolphins Commanders game on here a while ago? The where was that game? The Spain game? So let's see. Yeah, both these teams played on Thanksgiving, so they each have like exactly 1 week rest right now. Oh yeah, Hunter. Okay, I remember you. Yeah, that game was good, but also terrible at the same time. Like it was close, but the teams were playing so poorly. They kept settling for field goals, and then Mariota just threw like that awful interception in overtime. And I didn't like the Dolphins coaching in that game. But hey, Dolphins are 5-7. It could be worse. They were looking like they were going to be in the Titans, Giants, Raiders, Jets crowd, but they're actually like technically have a chance at the playoffs. Whitney says, I'm an Eagles fan, so Lions, but I am a fan of George Pickens. Interesting. Eagles fan who likes Pickens. Honestly, even as a Giants fan, I'm impressed by Pickens. I'm not a fan of his, but he's definitely impressive. Yeah, my friend is a Browns fan, and he hates Pickens because Pickens was on the Steelers for a while. So give it a couple years, you'll probably hate Pickens too, as a Eagles fan and me as a Giants fan. I wonder who these teams play the rest of the way. Like if they lose today, do they still have a realistic chance? Let's take a look. Lions schedule after this goes Rams. That's going to be tough. They play the Steelers. That's semi tough. Vikings is easy, and then they got to play the Bears. So, man, Lions probably have another loss or two the rest of the way. They have to win this tonight at home. Cowboys, I know they play the Giants last game of the year. They play the Vikings also. That should be an easy win. Chargers on the fence with that one. And then Commanders, Giants. Honestly, Dallas could run the table. Chargers are their only tough game after tonight. But yeah, Cowboys went from like they came back from the dead. They were looking like their season was way over. I'm amazed with how Pickens has been for the Cowboys though. Like I thought he was going to be a nice pickup, and I'm like, they did give up a draft pick for him. He's been like maybe the best move of the offseason. Any team. Whitney says, I'm just in the Lions. Record is going to be 10-7. Cowboys 11-6. I mean, what were the Cowboys? They were 3-5-1. So that would be like an 8-1 finish for them. But honestly, at this point, doesn't look that crazy. Tonight's the hardest one they have left, though, I would say. They got to win at Detroit. Yeah, I feel like this game has to be close because both defenses have struggled this year, and then both offenses are good for like multiple years. Cowboys' offense is insanely good. Some people were saying their defense has been getting it together lately. I don't know if that's true. Like even when they won on Thanksgiving, the Cowboys gave up a bunch of points to the Chiefs. But it is Mahomes. Whitney says they're only losing to the Chargers. Yeah, I think Dallas might win that game, honestly. It's in Dallas, too. I don't know if I trust the Chargers to, like, not be the Chargers that day. Yeah, we'll see how Amon-Ra does after getting hurt on Thanksgiving. Because He didn't play, like, he didn't come back in that game. I think he was just out early and just stayed out. Whitney says, if the Eagles lose the Justin Herbert on a broken hand, I swear to God. Yeah, dude. I forget which game I was streaming recently. Oh, the Giants Patriots game. Awful, awful game. But they said that Herbert had surgery on his hand during the week and he might still play on Sunday. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I haven't heard of a guy getting surgery on like a Monday and then playing on Sunday. Hunter says, I hate when Pats fans say they are the best when they have an easy schedule. The thing with that, though, is like they haven't lost to a bunch of good teams. It's not like they're only beating the bad teams. They're just beating everybody they play. So, like, I'll buy into that narrative if they play a bad team and get destroyed. I mean, sorry, play a good team and get destroyed. But, like, they did beat the Bills. They've obviously beaten the Dolphins, who aren't like as bad as we thought. They beat the Bengals, and I know the Bengals have a bad record, but the Bengals just beat the Ravens. So like, Pats aren't. I don't know. I don't think they're as fraudulent as people think. I give them some forgiveness on their schedule. They have had an easy schedule, though. It's true. I just don't think the easy schedule means they're definitely not a good team. I mean, heck, they just beat the 2007 Super Bowl champs, the Giants, so they must be good. They lost to the Raiders. They suck. Nah, that was week 1, though. Like, so much has changed in week 1. Like, in my opinion, week 1 and almost week 2 have like an asterisk on them every year because some weird stuff happens. Like, let me look at the whole week 1 schedule and see if there were any other shockers like that. At the time, it wasn't a shocker. Like, I think I picked the Raiders to win that game. All right. So week 1 had Cowboys almost beating Philly, but they didn't. The Chargers beat the Chiefs. Tampa Bay barely beat Atlanta. Cincinnati almost lost to Cleveland. So far, every game's like close. The Colts beat Miami. At that time, we thought that was kind of surprising. Let's see. Jets almost beat the Steelers. I mean, it's a lot of almost, so there is that. But Tennessee lost by 1 score to Denver. I remember Cam Ward had a chance at the end. Like, if those teams played now, it would be like 41-3 Denver. But they were actually close back then. Seattle lost to San Francisco. At Seattle. I think Seattle's clearly the better team now. Close, though. Let's see. Buffalo, that was when they beat Baltimore 41-40. Oh, yeah. And then Minnesota beat Chicago in week 1. Like, that's crazy looking back at it now with JJ McCarthy. So, yeah. I mean, it's a loss is a loss, but I feel like if we saw Raiders Patriots tomorrow, it would be 36-10. Hunter said they lost twice the Pats. You mean the Pats have lost 2 games? Yeah, I think Whitney was saying they lost one. They lost in week 1. Yeah, they're showing Amon-Ra warming up. What's Amon-Ra been doing this year? I know he's been good, but how good has he been? 75 catches, 884 yards, 9 touchdowns for Amon-Ra. Kind of on his normal pace. Maybe a little bit less yards than usual. JJ9 McCarthy. Is that his alter ego? Yeah, that hasn't been working out. It is funny in the NFL, like, if you show your personality, but then you suck, everyone makes fun of you for it, and you're just a clown. But, like, if McCarthy was dominating right now, people would be like, what confidence he has, like, how bold. All right, Aubrey's about to kick off. Aubrey kicks it off. Lions return from the 6. Sailors gets to good return, 37-yard line. And Jared Goff and the offense is trotting out on the field now. Wow, I didn't realize Goff only has 5 interceptions this year. 25 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Second in the NFL in touchdown passes. I thought Goff was kind of struggling this year, but I guess it's just the Lions as a team. They can't really blame the injuries on the defense like they did last year. Goff drops back right to some Amon-Ra St. Brown first play. Gets about 6 yards. That's got to feel good for Amon-Ra St. Brown since he's dealing with the ankle, just to get the first catch out of the way. Get hit, but survive it. Dang, Amon-Ra has 506 catches since 2021. That's like 100 catches per year. Insane. All right, 2nd and 3 from the 42-yard line for the Lions. Goff play action. He's getting pressured. Dumps it to Gibbs. Incomplete. 3rd and 3 coming up. Whitney says, surprisingly, the Commanders weren't good. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, Daniels kind of had a little sophomore slump, but it's really the injuries. Yeah, the Commanders have had so many injuries. I think they'll be back next year, like, as a decent team. Maybe back to their playoff ways. They went 2-4 with Daniels, though, and even that's not good enough. And one of those wins was against my Giants, so not even impressed with that one. All right, 3rd and 3. Gibbs in the backfield. Lateral to Gibbs, as he's got it easily. Oh, he's got a lot of room. Got about 20 yards there. All right, attaboy Gibbs. It was like a screen pass, but it technically went backwards, so it's going to go in the books as a rush for Gibbs. Like the Dallas defense, they have some playmakers, but then they just give up huge plays from time to time. That one was 19 yards. All right. Play action again to Gibbs, and they throw it to Gibbs. Oh, he makes a nice move. Gibbs. Another huge play. Is he going to stay up? Wow. Gibbs just got a huge gain to the 11-yard line. I think that was like 30 yards. 26 yards. Wow. Man, they just left Gibbs wide open. Ooh. He just shook Kenneth Murray, like totally broke his ankles. Wow. Yeah, Gibbs is kind of one of the, I think maybe the hardest guy to tackle on the open field. Play action to Gibbs again. Throws to the tight end. 4 yards. Ross Dwelly. Wow, Dwelly. Wait, that guy's been playing forever, right? 2018 with the Niners. Guess it's not that long, but if someone was playing before COVID and they're still playing now, I'm like, that seems like a lifelong player. Lions have 45 opening drive points this year. Give to Gibbs. Oh, tackle in the backfield this time. Lost 2. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 10. Is Zaraku got him? All right, big 3rd and 8 coming. From the 10, Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs. Oh, Goff is getting pressured. He got sacked. Lost 12 yards right there. James Houston got him. Former Lion. All right, the Lions like to go for it on 4th, but I think on 4th and 18, I think they're going to kick it. I know, it's crazy. Seemed like Goff thought he kind of got out of that, but he definitely didn't. All right, Bates on for the 38-yarder, nails it, and it is 3-0. Solid drive for the Lions, but it was really just those two big plays. Every other play was like 6 yards or under. Nothing too crazy. Dallas just couldn't tackle Gibbs a couple times. That was really it. So let's see some of these games coming up this week. All right, so we got Seattle and Atlanta. It's got to be Seattle on that one. Cincinnati and Buffalo, got to be Buffalo. Tennessee and Cleveland, yikes, that's like the tank bowl. But I got to go with Cleveland at home. I don't think Tennessee's going to beat them, especially with that defense that they have in Cleveland. Washington and Minnesota, yikes, that's a rough game. I guess Minnesota? I really don't know, though. That's a rough one. Miami at the Jets. Gotta go Miami, even though the Jets won last week. Saints and Bucks. Gotta go Bucks. Colts, Jags. That's a really good game. Whoever wins is in sole possession of first place. I'm gonna go with my Jags on that one. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Baltimore, even though both teams are 6-6, I guess whoever wins that is also in first place in the AFC North. Broncos and Raiders, yikes. So Broncos are going to crush them. Chicago and the Packers, great game. I think whoever wins that one is in first place. I'm going to go with the Packers, though. They're at home in Lambeau in this time of the year. I think they're the right move. Rams, Cardinals, definitely Rams. Texans, Chiefs. I'll go Chiefs, but I think that game could get interesting. And then we got Philly at Chargers. Got to go with the Eagles on that one. All right, Lions kicking off from the 35 as usual. And goes to about the 5-yard line. Turpin at the 20, cutting to the left. Got some room. Tackle at the 32. Dak Prescott and the offense trotting out on the field. All right, Cowboys have 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. To give to Javonte. Gets about 5 yards. Javante's got a ton of touchdowns, man. I didn't expect him to have this many scores for the Cowboys. He's got, let's see, 8 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. Hasn't actually scored a rushing touchdown since week 10. It's been a little while. Prescott, Pickens, 1st down. They're at the 47 already. The Commanders are winning that game because Jaden Daniels is coming back. I don't know, though. Is he going to be 100%? And Lions have an injury already. Yikes. 2nd play, Harper goes down. Safety. 2 interceptions this year. Ooh, got his Neck or arm. It looked almost like he. Ooh, Pickens didn't look so good either. Yikes. Pickens slammed his head on the ground. That was a brutal play for both teams. Oh, I was saying the Lions don't have the injuries as an excuse, but he just said they've lost more games to injury this year than any other team. So yeah, their defense is just always hurting. They're kind of like the 49ers in that way. Like no matter how much talent they have, you just know people are going to start getting hurt throughout the season. All right, 1st and 10 coming up. Harper's walking off the field though. It's kind of weird they didn't go to commercial. Like they always go to commercial and someone gets hurt early. Avante Maddox, is that him? He's still in the league, huh? Four interceptions in his career, 8 forced fumbles. All right, we're back. 1st and 10, 10 minutes left. 3-0 Lions. Dak play action, dumps it to Javonte, loses about 5 yards there. Great tackle. Derek Barnes, the guy who got mossed by Jameis Winston, makes a tackle. Great tackle, great tackle. All right, 2nd and 15. Dak in the shotgun again. Javonte to his right. Dak over the middle, wide open. Ferguson, 20 yards. Oh, he's taunting though. They let it go, let it go. Quick no huddle for Dallas. Wow, Detroit looks clueless on defense right here. They're going deep. Incomplete. Close though. Jalen Tolbert. I mean Flanoy. Second and 10, they're at the 39. No gain, and it's 3rd and 9. We'll see if Aiden and the boys can get some pressure on this play. 3rd and 9. Crowd's going crazy. Such a big game. All right, Dak in the shotgun. Ferguson to the right. Lepke in the backfield. Pressure around the edge. He gets out of it, and it's incomplete. It's almost to Pickens, but the Lions also almost intercepted it. All right, it's a 50-plus yarder, so for Aubrey, that's a guaranteed make. Pickens didn't really come back to the football. He kind of just let it come to him. Aubrey from 57. Money, as always. Aubrey just doesn't miss field goals. All right, maybe I jinxed this game. I said it was definitely going to be a good game. It's 3-3 already. All right. So is there a good Thursday game next week? Ooh, Atlanta, Tampa. Yeah, that's not a good one. It's crazy. The draft order right now looks so similar to last year. Like you got the Titans first overall, the Giants second overall. They picked third last year. Then we got Saints, Raiders, Browns. Those were all top 6 draft pick teams last year. Where did the Saints pick last year? Why am I blanking on that? Okay, they picked 9th. They picked Kelvin Banks. How's he been doing? Man, it's crazy that the Chiefs right now would pick 13th in the NFL draft. That is scary high for them. Kickoff. Lions got some room. Oh, Aubrey just trucked them though. Huge return. Midfield. Lions already in business. That was quick. Yeah, I guess that's true. The Dallas defense, like they haven't been putting together full games, but they get stops when they need to now. Like they stopped Philly after the first 18 minutes. They stopped the Chiefs last week. So they're improved. All right. Give to Gibbs gets like 3 yards there. Actually, that was Montgomery. He's in. Teams do that a lot. They'll have their backup running back come in for the second drive of the game. All right, 2nd and 8 coming. Play action. Goff under pressure. Dumps it, and it's incomplete. They're not calling that a fumble, are they? Wow. They're saying that was a fumble. No way. Oh, they already called it incomplete. So weird. That was clearly a throw. How did the ref not see that? Third and 8, Goff. Oh, receiver fell down. No flag. Hmm. Yeah, I think Amon-Ra just fell down. That's why they didn't throw the flag. Bland actually could have picked that off. Fourth and 8. They're punting. Wait, what is going on? Turpin fair caught, but then he started running with it. You're not allowed to do that. Oh, they're throwing the flag on him too. Yeah, didn't Turpin do that on Thanksgiving? He like pretends like he's gonna fair catch it. Yeah, he obviously fair caught. He just kind of went like this, but it's still, you can't do that. Dallas had 2 fouls. Holding on Dallas anyway. Turpin looks so confused, but like he obviously waited for a fair catch. All right, Dallas starts this drive from their 4-yard line. They are backed up right now. There's a guy in a lion's hat, but like an actual lion's hat. It looks like a literal lion. Creepy. All right, Cowboys from their own 4-yard line. Javonte gets 2 yards. That's about it. Yeah, Javonte's doing really well with Dallas. That was kind of like a forgotten signing. Like it was just like, oh yeah, did you hear the Cowboys got Javonte Williams? But he's been like perfect for them. $3 million for Javonte? Dang, I didn't realize he was that cheap. Dak drops back 2nd and 8. Pickens gets out of it. Gets about 4 yards only. Third down here, 3rd and 5. Cowboys are on their own 9-yard line. Let's see what they got going here. Prescott drops back, getting pressured. Is that a safety? Is it a safety? That looked like it was maybe on the 1 yard. Oh, it's a safety. Wow. Come on, Dak. You had 10 yards to play with. Dude. Wow. A safety for the Lions. That's crazy. Oh, that was close. I guess. I mean, the front of the ball was probably past the line to. Oh, no, he pulled it back. Oh, my gosh. It's like he wanted the safety. He literally had it on the 1, and then he went to go tuck it in and pulled it behind the line, and then he got hit. It's a safety. What was that, Dak? Come on. That was a rough one for Dak. I could see if you start on your like 2-yard line, but you start on the 10. How do you let that happen? Yeah, that was definitely a safety. I guess any part of the ball could be behind the line. Let's see what the ref says. Oh, so if any part is breaking the goal line, it's a safety. You're still reviewing it though for some reason. No safety? They're taking it off the board? When he was contacted, the entire ball was out of the end zone? Wait, am I blind? Can we see that one more time? Big punt return coming. What are they talking about right there? The entire ball was out of the goal line? No, the ball was inside the goal line there. Yeah, I don't know about that call. New angle. Man, that was close. All right, Goff and the Lions are already on the 42-yard line. Gibbs wide open, gets about 4 yards. Anthony Firkser, 7-yard gain. Lions have 1st and 10 inside field goal range. Oh, Lions just threw it to Dan Skipper, and it did not work out at all. Oh. (6'9", 335 pounds. How do you hide Dan Skipper as a wide receiver? 335 pounds, dang. Gibbs, another reception, gets 3 yards. That's it. Oh, Amon-Ra with a huge gain. Amon-Ra inside the 10. All right, I have to go for now, guys. Lions are about to score, but I got to run for now. But GG for now.